Now, the coolest one, in my opinion, is going to be JBV1 right now. JBV1 was the big one that added GPS lockouts originally, but that app has since not been really updated in years, and it's actually just recently gone open source. But the best one right now is going to be JBV1. Now, JBV1, it's an Android-only app, and pairing this with the V1 is really where it shines. Now, besides things like auto lockouts, when you're in a parking lot, it can actually turn off the V1's display and keep it silent when it's only detecting false alerts. Without the app, the display would be on and it just goes bananas with blinking lights and arrows everywhere. And so JBV1 will definitely help to keep the detector not only audibly muted, but also visually a lot more chill. There's also really cool things to where you can program different settings for maybe different states. And so as you drive around, the detector can automatically reprogram itself for optimal performance depending on what police radar guns are being used in different areas. It's not an automated feature, it is something that you can do manually, but that's a pretty cool feature. You could turn maybe certain bands on and off or modify your custom sweeps depending on what's used where. So some pretty cool advanced functionality. It can also import crowdsourced alerts. So if you think of apps like Waze where people are reporting where police have been spotted, Waze will limit you to alerts only half a mile away. JBV1 can pay attention to crowdsourced alerts and actually alert you farther away to give you more warning time. Plus, it can also note when any alerts have been recently verified or confirmed. So not just when they were originally reported, but also, hey, the officer's still there. Somebody just reported him 2 minutes ago. He's still there. It can let you know that this is a much more likely threat than something just reported 30 minutes ago or 45 minutes ago. It'll log all of your different alerts as you drive around, and you can pull up histograms showing you all the different signals and different frequencies and maybe even different radar guns that police are using in your area. It can then take that information and overlay it onto the screen using color-coded heat maps. And as you drive around, you can see where you've previously seen K-band, KA, laser, crowdsourced alerts, anything like that. And as you get closer, it can actually give you audible notifications letting you know, hey, this is a place where you regularly see KA band alerts. So that could be useful against maybe an instant on alert, maybe something that hasn't yet been reported through the crowdsourced alerts. You'll get information about police up in the air running speed enforcement via planes or helicopters. You can get notified of that through the app. You can get red light camera alerts and speed camera alerts and speed limit information. You can get real-time weather overlaid onto the screen so it can tell you when you're entering or exiting a storm as you drive. The Valentine one is unable to filter out Hondas and Acuras, and so JBV1 can actually notify you when it's likely that you're picking up a Honda and not a police officer, and just make it easy to tell instantly that chances are this is a Honda and not an officer. You've got a similar thing for GM vehicles that often transmit 2 different K-band BSMs 100 megahertz apart. If you run a TMG laser jammer, it can integrate with JBV1 and display on the phone screen, and you can use it to control your laser jammers, again, for one integrated package for both radar and laser and crowdsourced information and airplane information and weather information and red light cameras and all that kind of stuff. Like, there's some incredible functionality that's built into this app. Now, this app has a ton of features and honestly can be kind of complicated. And so I think it's maybe best suited for advanced users or enthusiasts. Like, yes, you can pair it with the V1, of course, and it's going to do a lot of the stuff like auto lockouts for you automatically. And when you get it paired with your V1, it's going to automatically reconnect every time you get in the car too.